What's up, guys? I still got my very first Desire chip from the first time that I went to rehab. I'm going on 19 months of no gambling. Not a lot has changed in my life or my mindset, but I didn't expect anything to be overwhelmingly drastic, whenever I quit. It was an experiment. But for anybody who says it can't be done, I still got this chip. Um, the first one out the gate, so it's giving me momentum. And I just wanted to share the top 4 reasons that I quit gambling. Um, the top reason that I quit gambling was the lifestyle. We discussed in the video that 10% of the time, if you're lucky, probably even less than that, 5 to 10% of the time, you'll win big in the sitting. And depending on who you are and your mindset about money, that can fluctuate. So for me, a big win was anywhere between $300 and $3,000. I consider that a pretty big win. Huge wins were anything from $1,000 to $3,000 in one day. So I was stoked. Now, the lifestyle that you live after you win the money is a different lifestyle than you live while you're chasing it. So money's the fastest thing on earth because you'll never catch it. But here's the deal. The lifestyle of the grinding, being around empty people, leeches, if you only knew what was going on in their brains, if you only knew what was going on in their brains, you would understand what kind of people you're surrounding yourself with. People that have empty lives, have struggled with purpose, have destroyed relationships, crooks, con artists, felons, thieves, liars. These are the kinds of people that you're putting yourself with in the pond. The quiet silence and the fake smiles and the devious stares and everything that comes with it, just being around these people at the casinos and the card games and the underground card games. I didn't like the lifestyle of having to be around them at the tables all the time for my job. But what I did like was the lifestyle of investments and creating investments after I win, traveling, paying bills, getting things done, moving on with it, just like we've discussed in the videos. So there's a couple of different lifestyles. So there's 2 different lifestyles with the gambling. So the lifestyle, since I was only living that lifestyle 5 to 10% of the time, then I hated the lifestyle of poker because the real lifestyle I was after was only a facade because it's impossible to do. Unless you've got $1 million bankroll or a $500,000 bankroll, it's impossible to continue to live that lifestyle. So, number 1 was the lifestyle. Number 2 was because of the relationships, the time that I can create and have created from being away from the tables. I interact with people more often. I'm more sociable. I'm not heated all the time from losses. And emotionally, I feel slightly more stable. The third reason was the time consumption. And, I didn't really like playing 7 days a week. And the 4th reason was the time to be able to put into my hobbies and passions that I love. So right now I've got something up my sleeve that I want to share with everybody who's been with me from day one. For anybody who's out there that's hurting, just know that, man, I know what you're going through and it can be done. But first you got to realize that it's impossible. For those people that were gambling for a few $100s here and there, they want to play golf on the weekends and shoot the craps and call the wife and be home by 6, and I'm going to go out and play cards with the boys for 2 hours. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people that want to get it done. The people that want to rape the system for being raped. For them raping us. That's why I played. I watched $100,000, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Who knows how much it was? But the bottom line is, I was trying to get my freedom back. I watched my family go through living hell because of money. I've never seen anything more evil on this planet than money. The scarcity of it, I consider the root to be of all evil. But remember, it's all fabricated, man. It's all designed to be scarce for a reason, to keep the population in bondage. So, you know, whoever just popped up and said, you know, that money is going to be the dominating decider for most citizens on whether or not they get to live freely, but they're going to make sure that there's not enough of it for everybody. Like, nobody just decides that. That's what I'm trying to get across to people, is that the entire money game is a rigged con artist operation. It's not like God intended money to be scarce, or that there was never going to be enough for anybody, and that we've got to go $25 to $28 trillion in debt as a nation, you know, and print money out of thin air to keep everybody in bondage. This was all designed by man, and that God has nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? God is up there with his head in his hands, saying, "What have you done to my people in their relationships?" That's the whole point of the gambling operation, is to try to win your freedom back from this fascist state. Just hang in there, man. I just wanted to show everybody this chip for freedom fighters, for fighting against the New World Order, for fighting against money, the destruction of relationships, the lack of pussy in relationships and friendships, and all the envy and the freaking competition and all the other bullshit that comes along with capitalism and corporatism. That's why I did it. And I had the nuts to stop. I hope I can continue. I'm only human. I am human. My Lord Jesus Christ will forgive me for my sins. I admit my sins and faults. I'm trying to reach out to people to let you know that I'm on the same page, that I am still trying to flip my life around, and that this is only half the battle. The abstinence is only half the battle. Feel the emptiness. Find purpose. You know what I'm saying? The objectives are abundance, freedom, and love. You know, you got to have loving relationships. You need to be in love. You need to love. You need to work on being abundant, and you need to get your ass free. You need to get free. And that's the whole point in us doing this. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody who's hanging in there. Stay strong, man.